So welcome to the first Grayson College President's podcast. I'm very excited to visit with you today. Just completed the board meeting for June 27th, 2017. I want to go through some updates for you to know, so you'll know what the board has considered and what's being discussed with them. They are, as I've shared with you many times, our partners in our student success. So very proud of what they do for us. The first, I want to start out with some celebrations. So the first one of those is, you may have seen or heard that the governor signed into law a bill that would allow Grayson College to pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing. And so we couldn't be happier about that. We are very excited about what that means for us in our college, and plans are already in place for how we move to the next level with that. And, we've got a great team here ready to move forward on that. A lot of effort went into that by colleges across the state. In particular, we're very appreciative of Representative Larry Phillips. He really helped us down the stretch. I really appreciate him on that. On the funding side, we do see a decrease in funding from the state for the college. We expected that because some of the decrease in contact hours from the college, because we went from a 72-hour curriculum to a 60-hour curriculum, because they asked us to do that. At the same time, we did see an increase in student success points, which is how they fund us on how many students are successful in their classes and how and if they graduate and move forward. And so very important thing to note there. Additionally, the viticulture and enology funding that we were worried was cut was restored. Mostly, we have about $320,000 per year for that program, and so I'm very happy and excited about that. The Small Business Development Center funding that funnels through Dallas County Community College District was also restored, and so they do a great job in our SBDC, and we're in a region that needs those support services as we start to continue actually to grow. And so we're very glad the state saw the wisdom investing in that. Additional celebrations, the college was recognized, actually not just the college, but the college and our partners with Economic Development Corporation, ISDs, our local manufacturers were recognized by the Texas Economic Development Council at their award ceremony. We were selected for the Texoma Regional Consortium. Many of you have heard me talk about that as the Texoma Middle Skills Project, or the Advanced Manufacturing Program. A lot of partners at the table on that, a lot of visionary leaders helping us to move that down the road. I'm very proud of the work that's happened there, and that people are recognizing that. In fact, the keynote speaker at that was the president of the National Association of Workforce Boards, and we had a contingent of people that were there, and the speaker that we chose was Mark Anderson. He is our local chair of this effort, and he was invited to the National Workforce Board's presentation to be able to do that presentation. Additionally, we celebrated this last week the signing of the largest skills development fund check in the history of the college. It's a consortium that involves Texoma Medical Center, Beacon Hill, Caris, and Wilson & Jones. Over $2 million to train 1,200 people, nearly 45,000 hours of training. And so we're very glad to be able to serve the community in that way, and we thank the state for investing in us and trusting us with their dollars to train employees in our region, and look forward to seeing how we can even be better than we are now with our healthcare industry in our region. Cosmetology has 100% passing on their licensure rates, and so that's a huge accomplishment, so a shout out to them, and really appreciate what they do with our students. Athletically, we had a student out of our baseball team that was drafted in the 3rd round to the Houston Astros, Tyler Ivey. So we're very excited about that and look forward to seeing him on the mound. He was a pitcher for us, and I think he did not lose a game the whole time he was with us. Athletically, we also have high grade point averages among our softball and baseball teams, and so they're something to be proud of, and wanted to share that with you. We are all about student success at the college, and we see that students in our athletic programs do very well when they are on campus. Additionally, we in May, and I know it's late June, but in May we celebrated the completion. So we have connect, commit, and complete. We celebrated the completion or graduation of more than 500 individuals, and 2 of those happen to be from our early college high school that we started at Tioga. And so that's something of note, and just wanted to make sure that you knew about that. Now I'm going to go into the agenda piece, or some of the business piece of the agenda. The first thing that I would share with you is the marketing department's done a great job in updating our catalog and aligning that with pathways. And what you see on the catalog on the website is our catalog. We will no longer print catalogs, but that assures you that it will be up to date to the minute. And so we're really grateful for their work and their efforts. We shared with the board updates on building projects. So the Student Success Center is on track for completion around the October 2018 timeline. The Residence Hall is also on track for completion in August of 2018. The architects were here helping us to look at what type of finishes we want to have in that building, and so that seems to be moving along. We celebrated a groundbreaking with our advanced manufacturing program earlier today, and that program, again, all the members of the community that came out to support that shows how we're doing something right in Texoma. And I'm not talking about Grayson College, I'm talking about everybody in the community. It's a really exciting time to be in Grayson County. Additionally, we talked about the Viticulture and Enology Lab. We are still working on with the architect to try and get that program or that project pricing in line with what we really need in terms of the facility itself. We discussed the budget for the college for 2017-18. There are a number of things that go into the budget in terms of the assumptions that are a little bit uncertain. Those involve how much the state's going to contribute to our retirement or healthcare benefits, and some other uncertainties around what the amount of taxes will be generated and so on. But we've provided our best estimates of that, and with that, we think we have a good start on the budget. And the things that we are trying to put in the budget right now that we've identified as priorities are the Student Success Fund, $150,000 for that, a deferred maintenance fund of $800,000. We had been putting $1 million back for that. We would like to leave money aside for potential adjustments for the compensation study that we're doing. The Human Resources Office is analyzing positions across the college to make sure that we're paying those in line with the market. And so that study is ongoing, so we don't really know what the cost of that will be. But we've put $227,000 in the budget for some opportunities to be able to invest in the most important members of our team. Well, everybody on our team is important, but the most important members of what we do is our faculty or staff and who spend time building relationships with our students. There are a number of positions that are pondered in this budget. One of them is a faculty position for the advanced manufacturing program. That's partially funded through the National Science Foundation. Additionally, there's some other positions around success coaching, police officers, some positions that would involve supporting the additional buildings that we would bring online. We do this at the same time of lowering the tax rate, and so we're very proud to be able to do that. And we also hope to be able to offer raises to our employees. So a lot of uncertainty there, but we feel good about that. We gave the board an update on what's happening with the budget. Additionally, we shared with them a human resources update where we talk about the compensation study I mentioned earlier, but an employee assistance program. That employee assistance program is available for employees who may have a need to talk to someone about counseling services, or maybe they're struggling with something. This gives them an outlet to be able to do that, and we provide that for our employees, again, because they're very important for us and our students and their success. Foundation update was provided, and we are happy to share that we exceeded the goal that we had set for the volunteer phase of the campaign. I believe we exceeded that goal by $40,000, so a great job to Randy Truxell and his team down there. So that's really the business we conducted at the board meeting, and very proud that they are our partners in student success. It's a great day to be a Viking.